Cowboys Nation, buckle up. From Micah Parsons' surprising response to critics, to shocking revelations about America's favorite cheerleaders, and a rookie story that'll melt your heart, we're bringing you the biggest Dallas Cowboys news that's setting the NFL world on fire. You won't believe what's happening with America's team? Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Our headline story today revolves around our dynamic linebacker, Micah Parsons. The young star has been making waves, not just on the field, but in the media as well. There's been a lot of chatter lately about Parsons supposedly easing up as the 2023 season wore on. Now, we all know Parsons as a force of nature on the field, so these criticisms raised quite a few eyebrows in the Cowboys community. But here's where it gets interesting, folks. Parsons has heard all this talk, and his response? Well, it's not what you might expect. Instead of getting defensive or brushing off the criticism, Parsons has taken a surprisingly introspective approach. In a recent press conference, he said, "I've listened to what people are saying, and you know what? There might be some truth to it, but that's only going to fuel me to be better." This level of self-awareness from a young player is rare, and it speaks volumes about Parsons' character and dedication to his craft. He went on to detail his off-season training regimen, which he's tailored specifically to address the issue of late-season fatigue. "I'm working on my endurance like never before," Parsons explained. "When we hit those crucial games in December and January, I want to be at my absolute peak." This attitude is exactly what you want to see from a cornerstone player, and it bodes well for the Cowboys' defensive prospects in the upcoming season. Speaking of prospects, let's talk about where Parsons and some of his teammates rank among the NFL's elite. NFL Network recently released their annual top 100 players list, and the Cowboys are well represented. Parsons, unsurprisingly, cracked the top 10, coming in at number 7. This is a jump from his ranking of 16 last year, showcasing his continued growth and impact on the game. But he's not the only Cowboy on the list. Quarterback Dak Prescott made the cut at number 45, a slight drop from his position last year, but still solidly in the upper echelon of NFL players. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb had a significant leap, landing at number 28, up from 64 last year. This jump reflects Lamb's emergence as one of the premier receivers in the league. Rounding out the Cowboys' representation is right guard Zach Martin at number 56, a testament to his consistent excellence in the trenches. These rankings not only highlight the individual talent on the Cowboys roster, but also underscore the potential of this team heading into the 2024 season. With stars on both sides of the ball, Dallas is poised to make a serious run at the playoffs and beyond. Now, let's shift gears and talk about some new faces in the Cowboys locker room. The team recently signed 2 former UFL players, and we've got the inside scoop on their contracts. While the specific names haven't been released yet, our sources tell us that both players signed 2-year deals. The first contract is worth $1.5 million, with $400,000 guaranteed, while the second is a $1.2 million deal with $300,000 guaranteed. These signings are interesting for a couple of reasons. First, they show that the Cowboys are leaving no stone unturned in their quest to improve the roster. The UFL has proven to be a viable source of NFL talent, and Dallas is smart to tap into that pool. Secondly, these contracts are relatively low risk for the team. The guaranteed money is minimal, which means if these players don't pan out, the Cowboys won't be on the hook for a significant cap hit. Speaking of feel-good stories, let's talk about one of the Cowboys' rookies who's quickly becoming a fan favorite. Running back Deuce Vaughn, selected in the 6th round of this year's draft, has a backstory that's capturing hearts across Cowboys Nation. Vonn's father, Chris, is a scout for the Cowboys, which made for an emotional moment when the team drafted Duce. But it's not just the family connection that makes Vonn special. Standing at just 5'5", he's one of the shortest players in NFL history. However, his college career at Kansas State proved that he's got talent that far exceeds his stature. During training camp, Vonn has been turning heads with his quickness and receiving ability out of the backfield. He's drawing comparisons to former NFL star Darren Sproles, and there's a growing buzz that he could be a secret weapon in the Cowboys' offense this season. But Vonn's appeal goes beyond his on-field potential. His underdog story and infectious personality have made him an instant fan favorite. He's been active in the community, participating in youth football camps and charity events. It's clear that Vonn understands the platform he has as a Dallas Cowboy, and he's using it to make a positive impact. Now, let's tackle a more controversial topic, the pay of NFL cheerleaders, specifically the world-famous Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Recent reports have shed light on the compensation these athletes receive, and the numbers are, frankly, shocking. According to inside sources, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders earn between $150 and $200 per game. That might sound decent for a few hours of work, but consider this: these women spend countless hours practicing, making public appearances, and maintaining the rigorous physical standards required for the job. When you break it down hourly, their compensation falls well below minimum wage. This revelation has sparked a heated debate in the sports world. On one side, supporters argue that being a Cowboys cheerleader comes with prestige and opportunities that extend beyond game day. On the other, critics point out that these women are integral to the NFL brand and deserve fair compensation for their work. The Cowboys organization has yet to comment on this issue, but it's certainly one to watch as the conversation around fair pay in sports continues to evolve. Shifting our focus back to the field, let's talk about Trayvon Diggs. The talented cornerback had a breakout season in 2021, leading the league with 11 interceptions. However, his 2022 campaign was more inconsistent, and now he's entering a contract year in 2024. This upcoming season is crucial for Diggs. He needs to prove that his 2021 performance wasn't a fluke and that he can consistently be one of the top corners in the league. The good news for Cowboys fans is that Diggs seems to be approaching this challenge with the right mindset. For the Cowboys, this means they'll need to continue navigating Prescott's contract situation within the existing salary cap framework. It's a challenging task, but one that's crucial for the team's long-term success. Finally, some exciting news for flag football enthusiasts. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, has announced a new flag football tournament to be held next summer. This event will feature youth teams from across the country competing on the hallowed grounds where football legends are enshrined. This tournament is part of a broader push by the NFL to promote flag football, which is seen as a safer alternative for young players and a potential Olympic sport. It's a great opportunity for young athletes to showcase their skills and experience the rich history of the sport. And there you have it, Cowboys Nation. A comprehensive roundup of all the latest news, controversies, and exciting developments surrounding our beloved Dallas Cowboys. From Micah Parsons' self-reflection to the debate over cheerleader pay, from draft prospects to offensive strategies, we've covered it all. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all things Dallas Cowboys. We'll be back soon with more in-depth analysis, player interviews, and behind-the-scenes looks at America's team. Until then, keep that star shining bright.